Welcome on in, Soul Samily. Tap in. This your girl Conjure Sista, and I'm back with another video on your ancestral elderberry syrup. Cold season is coming up, flu season, all that good stuff. Lungs are about to get congested, so to keep that from happening, you want to make sure that you keep this in stock in your refrigerator. Elderberry syrup as well as tinctures stocked in your cabinets. Let's go ahead and get on into this. Let's tap in. Alrighty, Soul Samily, for this here ancestor made elderberry syrup, you're gonna need some elderberries, which I got from one of my, well, not so local, I had to drive to get this elderberry. Some mullein leaf, I got these online. Some cinnamon chips and allspice, whole allspice. Some local honey. And you're going to need some ginger. These are frozen. Didn't feel like go to the store and get some fresh ones, so these are frozen. And you're going to need some containers to put them in, whether you have a mason jar or if you have a dark bottle. I'm going to be using that. I got this bottle from someone else, so I'm reusing it and repurposing it. But choice of options, if you don't have a glass dark bottle, you can also put it in the mason jar, but you can also store it to the very back of the refrigerator, so you don't have to worry about it being ruined. But since there's so many of us in the house, it doesn't last that long, but either way it go. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alrighty, Soul Samily, so we're about to ready to make the elderberry, and I know most videos out here will tell you to use spring water and all that good stuff. You most definitely can, especially if you do not have access to super duper clean water. But for me and my spiritual team, they told me to use my tap water. And the reason why I was told to use my tap water, because I literally heard it's in the water. And we already know what it is, this whole pandemic that we out here with. So this here is just to build your immune system, correct? That's like anytime you have, like when they give you the flu shot, they're injecting the virus in you. So I'm just saying. So we're going to use some tap water. If you don't have access to clean tap water, please use some spring water. So I fill this up because this is basically how much I'm going to make, but I'm going to add a little bit more water because once it boils, you are going to lose some of this water. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this, fill this up halfway, so that way I don't lose any water. So when I get ready to pour it in here, it's enough once it boils down and reduce. Alrighty. And so I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by this is the ancestors elderberry syrup, because I know this glass jar is 32 ounces. So I did filled it all the way up to here once, and then I did it halfway. But I'm listening to my ancestors telling me good, stop. So yeah, so let's get into it. So with the elderberry, I don't know, I think this is an ounce. I think you only, I don't know, no, you're not allowed to get it. I don't, what was it? I can't remember what 7-Otters said how much you can get, but I'm going to pour this whole bag in. I think this here is, I think it's half a pound. I know, yeah, you can't get a whole pound because they're, not going to break even. Because where they get these, where they get their herbs from, they tell you where they get them from. And they only allow you to get half a pound because they literally charging the same price they charge to get a whole pound on their sites. So they allow you to get a half a pound so that way they can still, somewhat break even. I guess that's how that's how they look at it. Yeah. Because it's still the same prices. It's just that I don't have to worry about shipping. I literally can go over to Atlanta and get these items, right? So the reason why I'm using Mullein and not Echinacea is because Mullein is really good for like the lungs and helping with like, you know, mucus buildup, cough, and same way with elderberry, but Mullein is really good for your respiratory and getting anything that does not belong out of your system. So if you don't have Mullein and you want to use Echinacea, go ahead and use it. This is the ancestors. Ancestors are speaking. And I made it, I journaled this recipe. Let's see here. I'm go and look at my 9/30/2021. So this is slasher. So I've been making this over a year now for the fam. So I'm just remaking it and I'm just sharing it. Now I'm not gonna use all my Mullein because I don't need that much. And then when I get ready to make my second batch, I'll have some. So I'm just listening to the ancestors tell me when to stop. And as you see, I'm just going back in and just letting it work. Ginger, just put the whole thing in there, right? And then we're gonna add some cinnamon to sweet to taste. Cause elderberry, it can be nasty, but this right here is gonna make it good with the cinnamon. And then the allspice, the whole seed, right? Just like that. And we're gonna mix this. And let it get going. Okay, it's already the color, right? Because the elderberry is very potent. So we're gonna turn the fire on, turn it on high, and once it comes to a boil, we're gonna turn the fire off and we're gonna cover it and let it steep. Last time I did it, I let it steep for like an hour and a half. This time I'm gonna let it steep a little longer, just so you can get a little bit more potent and get all the flavors up in there. And then I'm gonna show you what to do with this. I'm gonna show you more and more steps as we come back. But most definitely, we're gonna show you exactly what to do with this. Black girl, be quiet. As you see, the edge is beginning to boil. But we need no, I skipped the step, y'all. So before we let it boil, before it gets to like a full rapid boil, when it gets to a full rapid boil, you want to reduce the heat to medium and let it boil like that. I'm going ahead and reduce it now because it's gonna get there. So I'm gonna just put it on medium low, almost like, and then let it go for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna turn the heat off and let it steep. And then give it a little stirry stir. No, I'm just listening to you.
Are you still recording?
Yeah, I'm still recording. It don't matter, girl. This is life. I'm supposed to be completely quiet? No. You're supposed to be completely quiet? No. Now, if your dog start barking, then we got a problem. I'm recording for you. All right, beautiful people. It has been 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We're going to cover this baby. And we're going to take her off of the heat and just let her steep. It is now 3 o'clock where I stay at. And I'm just going to let her sit and soak and get all up in the crevices and the crevices. I got that from my girl Stovetop Kisses. But yeah, just let her sit. And we'll be back. Okay, everybody, it has been 3 hours and 33 minutes. So let's go ahead and strain this. I'm gonna double strain it so I can stir and mix in my honey. So, into it. That's what it look like. The liquid in there. So let's get this bad boy in here. Y'all, I can't pour. If I was to ever try to be a bartender, I'd be fired because I can't pour. I'm doing a video, Ma. I'm doing a video. Yeah, I'm doing a video. Where's my spoon? Scraps. Either you can put this in the compost, you got a garden, or you can throw it away, or you can do what I'm finna do is put this bad boy right here in the mason jar, and I'm gonna show you exactly what else you can do with it. No one in the world can love me like you do, baby. Now the rest of that's in there, you can get a cheesecloth and you can strain it, get all your products. But I don't feel like doing all that. I'm trying to make this quick and simple so I can get up out of here. But I'm gonna show you what I am gonna do with it though. So now you're gonna take your honey. Take your honey. Get your honey. And this is local honey. Local honey. Get our honey in here. And now we're gonna stir it. And the honey is going to help preserve it as well as it's a natural humidifier. So it's gonna moisturize the lungs and all those good things. Good for asthma, but it's not good for children that are infant under the age of 1. So babies can't have this. Child, I can't pour. Yeah. Let's see. Can I get it without wasting anything because I've been wasting enough. Filled up to the tippity top. I don't know if y'all can see that, but and I still have over a cup left. And that's not including what didn't fit in here. So, yep. Take mine simple. Ma, you want to try some? What? Some elderberry syrup. What they gotta do with anything?
Oh, this shit hurt my ass.
So, you're a leftover. I'm gonna get you a mason jar. Definitely keeping this. Drop that in there. Scoop it. You're gonna scoop it. You're gonna scoop her in like this, like so. Let me get that other ginger. Of it's gonna go in the trash. And then what you want to do is take whatever vodka, bourbon, or rum that you have on hand and make you a tincture. Vodka. Just like that. And a couple more scoops. Or probably just one. I don't want to be too over. And there you have it, beautiful people. Elderberry syrup and elderberry tincture. Alrighty, soul family. I hope you got a lot of value out of this video. If you did, be sure to thumbs this up. Comment down below any of your takeaways. And don't forget to hit that bell. Peace.